Yeah. Nah, fine. Sorry. Good song. What's up, everybody? How are you this lovely, actually pretty nice out Wednesday? It's like 60 some degrees, like 18, 19 Celsius. So doing it well, actually. Not too bad today. We have the early crew as usual. Gas Masher, Franco Walker, fill in the kitchen, Joe Russ. We also have Chris stop by early. What's up, Delta Mike? C2S, Mr. S, what's going on? Yeah, actually, I think that's everybody already. All right, good. So, cheers. Appreciate you stopping by. Today is going to be basically just tweak it and get it ready to run next week. As far as the car goes. So, we'll see how that goes. Because, yeah, the alignment is wicked out. I turned it on, and I showed this on, I think, Saturday. I turned it on, and, like, this thing is a donut master with its current alignment. So, we'll see what we can do with that. Thanks, guys. Appreciate those heads ups. And if you're joining late, check the live button over there to make sure you're in time with us, unless you just want to play catch up. That's fine too. I know this wouldn't be crab walking C2S. This would be like crab falling over all the time. So crab stumbling. Crab stumbling is more like what we got there. Yellow. Yeah, actually, I'm probably just gonna run it at the Amazon parking lot. Yeah, I'm gonna see if one of the fellows wants to stay late and be a cameraman. Yeah. If not, then we got the camera stand. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But either way, yeah, next week we should be running it, assuming we can get it to start and stuff. All right. Thanks. Bye. Cheers, everybody. I wonder if water got spilled upstairs. Either way, that's hitting pretty good. God damn. Put that anywhere. Right, that was a vape. A vape that the frickin' the oil. The oil's all frickin' bubbled out on. That's annoying. Anyway, so we got that, and then we got the Vertithermo Woofle. We can meet Amazon security. Hey, you never know. All right, let's get the Vertithermo Woofle going, and then we'll get to some tweaking and some alignments. Ooh, man, that is good. Come on. Number one. One for Freddie. Yeah. Number four. All right. Freddie finally came back. Yeah, he was out. He was out like running around trying to eat the neighborhood. I mean, I get it. It's kind of what he does, but we had a talk, and we're good now. Let's see that button there. Cheers, everybody. All right. Now let's see. I'm going to need my coffee. Take the mouse over and we should be good to go. Lego. There it is. And bring that over. Okay. All right. A little closer. There we go. Still don't know what this thing's for. Oh, and C2S sent us pictures. We'll take a look at those in a little while. Forgot to pull those up. What's this thing for? Does anybody know? Because it doesn't actually say in the instructions what it's for. It doesn't label it anything in the instructions, so I haven't a clue. All right, so first we're going to tweak the chassis. Transponder racing? Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's like an option thing. Maybe there's a couple different uses for it. Perhaps. Let's see. Break-in. What does this recommend for break-in? Break-in is necessary to brand new engine, smooth running. If you don't break it in, the earth will explode. Gotcha. Learn how to start an engine on page 40. Without going to full throttle, run through 5 tanks of fuel. Take care so the fuel tank doesn't become empty when running. The engine RPM increases rapidly just before fuel runs out. This can cause damage to the engine. Install the air cleaner when you're ready to fully enjoy. She told me to install the air cleaner first. Am I installing an air cleaner on the air cleaner inside the air cleaner? Because like there are forklifts that fucking do exactly that. All right, so we're gonna. Guess we'll do that. I guess we'll vote at some point. Do you guys just want me to do that? I mean, maybe we can do like a separate, like really short stream this weekend where I just run fuel through it in the backyard or something. Otherwise, we'll just have to sit there for like a half hour watching it idle. Fill the fuel, glow plug, attach the body. We gotta adjust the body panels a little bit. Pinch the fuel tube to stop the flow. For safety, adjustment of the gear shift timing. Shift timing has been properly set. Do not touch it. Okay. As much as possible. If you want more severe set, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, there is some adjustment to the transmission, but I don't feel any need to derp around with it. That's basically it. So we're going to set the throttle solenoid servo, C2S. We'll get these adjusted up a little bit better. We'll get endpoints set on the remote. So we'll start with this, and then we're going to learn that as well. So this is going to be, well, I mean, not that any of these streams are necessarily exciting, but you know. Well, my neighbors can eat a fat one. I'm not too worried about sound. It's just if we do it like on a stream, you ain't gonna be able to hear shit. But that for 25 minutes or however long it takes. Okay, so first I got this like random ass piece of foam. So why don't we, let's see, how difficult is it to get this battery pack in without the foam in the way? The foam may be something we have to like add post pack. Because I'm trying to stick it in there like that. Yeah, the foam's not really going to do anything for us like that. But if I stick it there, when the little piece of, actually up here is going to be nothing but wiring. I mean, that's crunched in there. So let's get a piece that we can wedge there. Yeah, actually, I might just be able to use this piece like right here. How tight is that? It might be a little much. Let's see, can we peel one of these layers, or is that like thermal bonded? Yeah, that's pretty bonded. Alright, let's do. Okay. One of our hood pins decided to. Not bad. Woo. Let's see how that works. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and actually, once it's in there, you can press it down more, and it's... Oh, yeah, that shit ain't going nowhere. Cool, cool, cool. Right, where'd I... Oh, there's the foam over there. Oh, there's scissors. Why is everything in here... Or no, it's the scissors are magnetic. Why is everything in here like, I know I have a lot of neodymium magnets, but good God. What is that? No. Do we have a... No? Alright. This closed up. Let's see what's up here. Look, a 3D printed piece. What, like for in there? Nah. I do finally have the brackets for my 3D printer shelf. So hopefully I can get that in as time allows within like the next month. Start getting some stuff printed. And if I'm doing any cool prints, I'll probably live stream them. Because I can live stream it direct from the Pi. That's on it. Alright, so that's that. So now we got to get this in the neutral. So let's... I should move it at the servo. Wow, that is freaking tight. Ah. It's tight because it was on. Okay. Let's do that. Let's move this that way. Get everything like way out of center. Then we'll turn it on, let it self-center itself. I'm going to hold it up when I turn it on just to make sure everything is as free and wiggly as possible. So let's turn this on. All kinds of crap on it. Like, I know what some of that means. Like, I do have anti-lock brakes turned on to, like, medium, which was kind of threw me off the first time I tried it. Alright, let's see where this wants everything to center. Alright. Let's see. Full throttle. Yeah, full throttle we're going to have to limit. What is this for neutral? Brakes are not engaged at all. Definitely engaged now. But you can see that's the anti-lock brake feature. We'll adjust that. And obviously we'll probably have to adjust the brakes just to see how they perform. But this is in a good neutral spot. It's just when you do full throttle, I don't know if you can see that or not. If you watch that, it gets to the point where it starts to squish that, which is what that's for. But if we can avoid that, then we can take extra stress off the carburetor, the linkage, you know, everything. As far as the brakes, there's like no squish at all. So that should be good. We're going to have to just set an end point in this for the throttle. All right, so that's easy enough. Now let's see here. You can see that's not right. That's because everything's so far off. So once we get these wheels like lined up to each other, or just pull them into alignment, we can do an ultimate adjustment here. so that we don't have to screw with it on the remote. We'll just center everything as much as possible here, and then that way our trim isn't going to be something wild, some wild radical thing, but like, yeah, they're center right now. I don't think there's that much adjustment in these to pull that way, so we'll get these, what I'll probably do is I'll adjust the alignment here, the main alignment, to get this wheel lined up. And then we'll see if we can get the rest out of this. But that's going to straighten that up too, so. But we'll do the main adjustment here now. See what we can do with that. And we're going to use the grid on this pad to kind of help do the alignment. We'll get the front align first, because that's going to be the, quote, easier one. The ones in the back, we're going to have to take stuff apart to do the alignments, because the alignment on those is done. Oh no, actually, the alignment on those is done on those two little silver that you can see behind the wheels right there. So we can leave the wheels on, that's good. Then we'll do the alignment for them, and then we'll check the, that's camber, right? Yeah, that's camber, and like, that's caster, and then that's toe. All right. All right. A little more coffee, a little more coffee. Yeah, the engine will, like, you know, if you, we've moved it by hand, but we're trying to avoid moving it as much as possible. Yeah, good pumping servo action. I kind of wonder if servos with ABS are used on other adult-oriented toys for such hardcore braking action. Brake me, baby. All right. And we'll see how the shocks are. Once we get the alignment done, we'll see how the suspension feels and if we want to adjust anything. And we'll get everything as equal as possible, you know, for the tension we're looking for. One of... Yeah, like the throttle servo right now, for some reason it's like... I almost feel like the remote needs to self-calibrate itself. That's fine. Alright. So let's see, let's pick this up. Okay. At that point, we'll turn this off. Turn that off. And let's crank this drag link. Alterman's steering principle. What's up, Clive C? Andy? Simon Griffiths? Shouldn't the clutch be disengaged as the engine isn't running? Well, yeah, it's disengaged. Like, you can roll it forward. Like, the engine isn't moving right now. The clutch on the engine is letting it spin, but if you go backwards, it tends to catch the clutch, which, you know, because you're putting torque on it. But you can do it this way, it'll roll. That particular clutch binds the other way. Damn, sorry, I've just been really in the mood for coffee. Today, like, home coffee, not that crap I get at the store. Let's see what size this is, and if we can even reach it. It is not that size. It is not that size. Is it that size? Alright, there we go. Not that we can actually do anything with it. Cool. So... Can we, yeah, we can, should be able to come at an angle. I wonder which way makes it go which direction. Now, here. Can I get to that, please? I'd like to do this without, there we go. There's a twist. There's a twist. Twist? What a twist! Yeah, we're going in the correct direction. All right. That's pretty close. Let me give that one more. Okay. A little more, a little more. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Kind of weird coming at it from this angle for some reason. I don't know why this is more difficult coming at it from this. I think I actually came at it with that wrench. Yeah. Let me self-center this thing again. And it's doing that weird thing again where it's like binding. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's see what's going on. What changed? This happened last time. What is, like, what is hitting where? Like the last time this happened, I just kind of moved it and it went doop. Yeah, just like that. Just, like, I think something in the linkage is like popping out of place. No, it's weird. Like everything's tight. Nothing looks like it's hitting anything. All right, well, let's try to center this again. You get extra go plugs. They depend on the nitro and the tent. You have to order some, and I don't think I have any extras. Are we doing anything? Okay, so apparently, as I was turning this, I was also pulling on the thing, so we still got a ways to go here. We may have actually been going the wrong way. Let's see. We need to shorten the link. Or no, we need to lengthen it. Yeah, it needs to be longer. Okay. So, yeah, we were going the right way. Okay. I'll leave it on so that'll lock the solenoid in place. I think we're going the wrong. We're definitely going the wrong. Okay, so see if we can do this backwards then. Wait, this adjustment sucks. I don't have any tiny wrenches up here. They're all out in the garage. Like this would work. Ignition, old school ignition wrenches would work great for this. I know I keep some in the work van, but I may also have some. Let me see here. Pop this off. This may be easier with this a little looser. Let's see if I hold this here. I'm gonna this at a better angle. Because the other end's like screwed on. Like with a screw. That seems a little easier. I'll check chat here in a second. Lego my ego. No, you can't reach it from underneath because, I mean, you can reach it, but then the axle itself is a little more in the way. Like there's a tiny hole down there that you could kind of get to it at an angle, but it's actually a little more accessible from the top. But yeah, popping this off makes it a lot easier. Alright, that seems to be pretty long now. That's still not long enough, apparently. Okay. Should the wheels be able to turn that much? Yeah, we're gonna limit the wheels as well. I don't think it should be turning that much. That seems a little excessive. That will limit in the controller. So we gotta limit the throttle. I'm guessing it's gonna probably be like 95% or something like that. Forget how long this piece actually is. Like the threaded part. Actually, let me see. I don't want to get this to the point where it's like dangerously too long. Like not much threads on there, you know. Where did we build that? Must be back here. Oh, yeah, I think so. That is that long. Yeah, we're probably only got like 4 threads in there, so that's about as far as we're gonna go on that. So the rest we'll have to take out of the tie rods. Okay. Okay. Let's see where this one's. Let's turn it off, move it, turn it on. Oof. Well, we got a little more out of it. We got a little bit out of it. Let's pop this fuel hose off because I can already see that's going to be in the way. Let's see how straight we can get this. I do believe that's a... Is that the same size? I think it's small. That's the same size. Right. So let's see, on that one, pulling it towards us lengthened it. So let's see if going this way. And if we can't get these things centered with it is, then we'll just have to do it with the remote. Apparently you can like give it a new center or something. Don't If we're going the right way, it looks like the wrong way. Well, yeah, you can set a new center with the trim. Yeah. I'm thinking to myself, how do you do that again? And that's just the trim asshole. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, this is the correct way. I can see myself running out of threads very soon. Do a barrel roll. I hope we don't do too many barrel rolls in this. And that is the end of the threads. Okay, let's see where that ultimately puts us. That. That puts us damn close. Like, that is pretty good. Like, I'm just fine basing my alignment off of where that is sitting right now. I mean, it could come in just a pinch. But we'd have to lengthen this, and that's already good. So we'll base the alignment off of this, and then we can take it out and trim. Actually, can we do the trim thing now? Just so that everything's as pretty straight as it can be. Let's see. Steering trim. Link procedure, servo horn. Steering trim. Neutral steering adjustments can be made by moving the steering trim knob to the left or right. Oh, that's the dude up top. Oh yeah, I can actually see it turning. Okay. So let's see here. Get this approximately center. Just roughly, based off of the structure. So let's go left. Yeah. All right. So yeah, just a slight trim. Okay. It's like 2. That's not bad. All right, so we got to lengthen this as much as possible. That is just wickedly off. Well, actually, we could adjust. We adjust the camber. How is that? Like that's kind of out. That could come in. Yeah, actually, we're probably going to have to redo the alignment. I just thought of that. We should do the camber first because that's also going to change the length of the tie rods. So we got that pretty straight ahead. Let's pull this top one in. He said trim. Let's see here. All right, so I'm figuring this stuff out as we go. As long as I'm figuring it out. Is this not the right side? No, yeah, I thought that was the right size. So this one should go in. Definitely needs to go probably a full thread, if not a little more. Let's see. There's the microphone. What we got here? Went just a little bit of in camber. Actually, we went just a little too far. pretty good. Okay. Let's reset our trim. Let's turn that off, do that, turn it on, center. Yeah, now our steering's off now that we adjusted the camber. Problem is we got to make it shorter, which we obviously cannot. But to make that shorter, the other way to do it would be to make, again, make this longer. We can't do that, so let's get the trim back on this. Let's see, let's center the body again, as best we can. That's actually pretty good. The camber could still come out just another pinch. Okay. All right. Okay, I can work with that. Why don't we go a little more left? That's pretty centered there. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. How long are these? They're not very long, are they? Okay. How the hell do they get those to line up? All right. Let's just see what we can do here. Ooh. I guess first, let's turn this off. We can get the camber set on this. Top could actually come out a pinch. Have you checked that the TX is center? Yeah, it actually it tells you the trim settings and all that. If that's what you mean. All right, that's pretty good there. Let's see if I screw this whole thing in. I'm looking because these the pivots, I guess the ball joints you would call them, they're still threads sticking out. So if I kept threading them in, would that help this situation? Damn it, let me put this back to 0. Make sure it centers. Trim still. Okay. Okay. So if I push that in, it's going to kick out. If I pull this out, it's going to pull in, and then we're going to need more length. Okay. If I thread this in, we're going to need less length, so we should definitely thread this one in more overall, top and bottom. This side definitely needs to be shortened some. So let's turn that off. Center that. Trim, drew. I know you're in there somewhere. Is this on or off? That's okay. Woo! This is working well. Tip it up a little bit. Good Lord. Not much left to thread in. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. Let's thread it in as much as we can. Let's turn this back on. Center that. That steer wheel's good. That's a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Let's get this tie rod out some. I forget which way that was. I think that's this way. We just pop it right off. That's good. Wonder if that's the one that's binding up. Let's see here. There. So, it just wants to be off. Okay. How about you? You want to pop off too? Cool. Let's do it this way. Here, which way? We gotta go either side. Apparently not that way. And this way. Alright, let's see where that goes. Oh, now you've done it. Alright, crank it up. Oof. I think the steering servo horn is definitely in the wrong place. Tie rods each side should be about the same. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But like the horn itself is like it's dead 90 degrees up. But that little bit of tie rod actually put everything really close. There's still a little bit of adjustment left in that. Let's see here. Let's see what this does. So now it's doing that weird binding thing again. Now it's not. Ah. Right. Okay. It's just a pinch off still. But if I extend this one, then we can trim it out. So that I don't have to pull this one out too much more. Let's see how much. I'd rather keep that in. Let's trim it to this direction. Okay, if we use this one to trim, then we can take this one out, and that will at least get them closer to each other in length. So I know they're supposed to be pretty close, but these are just not quite. But I mean, I guess that's some of that's down to tolerances, and I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see what the micrometer says. So we got up front here, reset that. $151. That means this one's probably going to be about $154. I remember from my pre-readings. Oh, that's 151.9. So we have just the tiniest bit of toe in by about 0.5 millimeter. I'll take that to start. Okay, just out of kicks. Where is a... I wonder. This whole thing looks like the trim needs to go left a little bit now. Yeah, we'll have to play with the trim once we get it moving. But alright, so those are actually pretty good now. Oh yeah, 420 sometime. Happy 420, everybody. What's up, Matable? What's up? What's up, Ed? CM online. Alright, so we're good there. I like that. Definitely good, a good start. Definitely a good start. Let's get this goes somehow back on here. Let's see. Yeah, it worked. Cool. Yeah, I do still want to put like a little tiny zip tie right there to keep this away from the suspension. Well, I have no idea where any of my zip. Well, no, they're all downstairs. All right, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so we got the front pretty good. Now the back is just a mess. Okay, so we got to take this one in like a bunch. A bunch. So we'll get this, we'll get the toe set on these, and then we'll work on the camber. Tight. Actually, the trim. Cool. Where is that? Okay, that's gotta go in. Matambale. Pretty sure you told me that last week. Matambale. I gotta look at it while I'm saying it. Matambale. Alright. I didn't think it was bail. Like, that's an American thing. Matambale. Alright. I feel like I should write this down. If I don't remember next time, I'll write it down. Like, I've done that before. To help remember people's names, because that's not cool, you know? Gotta do your best to know your homies. Let's see here. Like, probably not even a quarter turn. Actually, about a quarter turn, but maybe a little more. Okay. That's pretty good there. Okay. Can't do that on this side because of the mouflar. But let's do the same thing back here. If I can do this without dropping this 50 times. one. Oh yeah, that's going to need some serious camber adjustment. This one, maybe a pinch in. This one's going to go pretty decent in. And if this runs out of adjustment, we can pull the ball joints out. But I think there's going to be enough adjustment in there. I feel like we should adjust that because that's pretty wicked out. Let's get that adjusted. Then we'll double check the camber. Or the toe, sorry. So adjust the camber and then we'll double check the toe. Phew. Matambale. Oh, where am I hitting the microphone? Alright, that's actually a little too far. Cool, good. Rather get everything closer to center when possible. Actually, I went way too far. Jeez. A lot more adjustment in these little threads than you think. Just a little bit more. Sure, those are 90. Okay. That looks good. That could come out just a pinchy. That looks good. Alright. Wow, look at this. It's like starting to get all lined up and stuff. Alright, let's see what we got here. Perhaps because camera is not centered upon the vehicle. Oh yeah, it's always going to look really weird to you guys because of the slight fisheye effect you get from the camera. $149. Okay. Well, yeah, actually, I would expect the inside to be a slightly skinnier track. That's pretty normal. 149.91. Oh, shit. 149.7. Damn, that's pretty fucking close for eyeballing it. Why don't we... Which one looks less straight? This one out a little bit. I think these are pretty coarse threads, so we ain't gonna need much. Okay. Wiggle. We now have 149.65. I'm gonna find that, and 149.76. I think 0.1 millimeter difference is definitely margin of error. So we'll call that a good alignment there. And that actually is that kind of tells us that most of this is going to be aligned, because since I was doing like some different readings, so that's good to go. These are pretty good up here. That. being weird again? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to step a stop point because, like, right about there, plastic's moving, but it's not moving the way it's supposed to. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to put stop points on the steering as well. Okay. Let's see. I want to bring that left. Looks pretty good there. Looks good there. It's relatively flat. All right. So I think we're to the point we need to figure out how to set limits. Does the manual tell us that, or am I just going to have to do that? Oh, okay. Trim operation and maximum travel. That is centered. If it takes most of your trim movement to get a servo to the neutral position, reposition the servo horn. Okay, right. We're good there. Throttle trim is there. Okay, well, the throttle trim is good. It's the max travel that we need to cut down. Yeah, see, oh, there we go. Steering endpoint. Okay, thank you. Steer dual rates. Use this function to adjust the steering travel of your model. When steering angle is too large at oversteering, decrease the rate. Setup here is linked to transmitter lever. Alright. Deal with that later. I think we had dual rate on, didn't we? Oh, okay. It's how much is that it right there? Throttle endpoint adjustment. Use this function to limit servo movement to the left or right. Servo must travel. Let me see what steering dual rate. Let me drop this dual rate thing like way down to see what's actually changing. Oh, that's maximum travel. That's perfect. Okay. Sorry, the beep's probably annoying. Let's see if I can like cover it-ish. Let's do 70%. Is that like hanging up weird again? Yep. What is doing that? That's pretty much full travel right there. Yeah, because that's hitting that stop right there. So that's pretty much that's pretty much it right there. So I want, let me line this up so I can trim it out from like visually. So I want that tread to be like right there when I steer. Actually, yeah, that stops just before it hits the muffler mount. So I think we're good. That was what, 70? Now we'll put it at 69. All right. And it was hitting the brake back here, right under the throttle lever. It's not doing that anymore either. So that's good for our steering limits. That was not so bad. Okay. Okay. But we still need to do the proper endpoint adjustment. EPA channel 2. Okay, there's EPA. Forward. Oh, okay. Forward and brake. Adjust the forward. Okay, so let's see here. I want to grind up the thing. Let me see if I can get this to a kind of see what we're doing here. Not really. I'll do my best. EPA, back, forward, channel 3. Okay. Let me go back to it. Now let's see how that scrolls through. Alright, EPA. We already have that set to our other things, so we don't have to worry about that. Channel 2, back 100%. Back 9. Okay. As far as I can tell, the brake is good. We'll keep that at 100. How do we get to... Oh, right. We just got to pull the trigger. So we're getting... Oh, so oh. There it is. Let's see. Let's put that to 90. Almost there. 85. I like that. Actually, I can see when the carburetor stops moving using the adjustment. Push it back. It's right about 86% it stops, so we'll set it to 84. We're getting pretty much no squish out of that now, which is good. Like it stops right before 100%. Actually, let's turn ABS off and get a better look at our brake pull. Off. That's not bad, actually. Especially if we're going to do, let's see, slow. Oh, yeah. Oh, you excited, baby? Ooh. Ooh. Slow seems a little less abusive to the servo, and we do need to limit that travel a little bit. So, endpoint adjustment. Channel back. Let's limit that to 95 for now. Actually, 90. Yeah, there's a little less squish there in the brakes. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's go to... model. No idea what just happened. Great. Now I gotta see if I just lost all our stuff or are we still good? Oh yeah, I think I just saw our trim. Yeah, okay, all our stuff's still here. Okay. Alright, so model looks good. Brakes, not bad. We still may need to mechanically adjust the brakes as well. Okay, we gotta check our suspension next. Steering. Look at these wheels really close to the line. And they're, what, 2mm track difference. So if I center this on these lines, center that on those, they are a little bit wider. There, that there. I think the trim can go. What are we doing here? Where's like the normal screen? There we go. I feel like we could trim that a little bit more that way. It's not a perfect center there, but that's all right. Okay. We got that. Those are pretty good. We measured those out. We gotta get the antenna sticking out a little bit more. Oh no, it's actually right there. Okay. We got the antenna just barely sticking out. That's good. Do that. Let that on. Let's turn that off. Let that do whatever it wants to do. I have grease for the things that we still need to grease up. RC cars have come a long way since I was a younger person with a Tandy RC car. Tandy RC car. Wow. And at this point, anything Tandy is kind of wicked to hear about. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got a good alignment. How are we doing? I guess we can start there. That front feels like it could take a little more. Just a little stiffer. You don't want to stiffen the front too much because then you might lose traction. Let's see. This way. Just give it a couple more threads on this side. And then we'll match the other side with the micrometer. Call that good. Hey, what's up, Fama? Kevin Artisty, what's up? Oh yeah, we still got C2S's pictures to show as well of their project. This is 7.77. Okay. It's an easy enough number to remember. And we are at a lot shorter. Okay. This way. We'll see how close the backs are to each other. $7.9. All right, call that good. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see what we got back here. Call that good to start at least. Let's see what we got here. 4.27. .38. I'd rather make this one tighter than that one looser. So we'll do that. Call that good. Let's see. Camber and toe are pretty good. Same on the front. So we got to adjust the body mounts. All right, we can turn this off. We're done with that. The rest is going to be, we got to adjust the mounts up here so that the pins can go into the body properly. We need to try and get them. Let's see. Let's make sure we're doing this right. Oh, and then we got to cut an exhaust hole. Everybody just cuts little holes in the body. I'm like, all right, we can sort that out. There. Muffler, it always gets in the way. Okay. Let's check our ride height. Let's learn how to pick it up the right way with the body. Oh, there's nothing there on this one. That's a good body height. I like that. And the wheel has just enough clearance to tuck up in there and not hit it. So that's good. All right, so we need to get the pins to try and run this way on the hood. Back here, we're fine. Those go that way. That's perfect. So let's see if we can turn these pins. Then once that's sorted, and the body is where it needs to be. Ventilation hole around the engine. Oh yeah, I can cut some cut a front grill into that. Okay, so what do we gotta do to get these off? Screwdriver. Is this gonna fit around that other screw? Yes. Okay. This is one that the like the thing it screws into sits in a like pedestal thing, so you kind of gotta turn it till it lines up. Oh good, this won't actually go in that direction because of the way it sits in the pedestals. Oh, that blows. Okay. Well, in that case, that direction would be better. I do believe. Yeah, that's fine. Just work around it. I gotta lower the pedestals a little bit, and might be able to do that, and or something. We'll see how it tucks into the suspension if I have to do that. RC10 had very young making mistakes of asking someone to help assemble and stole a lot of the parts. Never assembled it. Yeah, that sucks. I remember a couple people I knew had RC10s. All right. That. Let's see what we can do here now. Muffler. Pin muffler. Forward a little bit. Tweet muffler. Yeah, actually, that should work. Where's the pin is that? Yeah, actually, that's fine. They were turned the other way, so this would end up poking into the body, but that's fine there. Definitely worked in the back. Cool. Okay. Kind of getting an eye on how everything's fitting in there. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's get the pins on just to make sure everything sits where it should. Let's see what we can sort out with this muffler. Ding dong. What's up, Boink? Furry dice, fuzzy dice, yeah. It's gonna let it ride a little high, but that's fine. So if this pops up to like max height, that gives us, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's if it pops all the way up, then it just looks like a little bit more of a badass drag car. So good. All right. So when we do the exhaust hole, we'll make sure we compensate for the possibility of the body moving a little bit. Where's that thing? Oh, it's the other side. Ooh, almost destroyed the microphone. So that is hitting, let's see here. The body down. It hits there. The body up. The bottom hits there. Okay. Yeah, we still got to grease stuff. Yep. Yeah, I see some people stick like little tags on the end of these pins. It might be that required for some like rate or car parts or whatever, so you can quickly pull the body off. A second driving body would be great. You can cut out and start and fuel without removing. And a shell queen body for looks. You might get different bodies for this. See what's out there. Been looking around. There's honestly not a whole lot of bodies that I'm really feeling. Like some of them are pretty cool. There's a couple are like, yeah, it might be all right, but like really, it's funny that Camaro body's really any like super awesome body I've been able to find so far. Everything's just like, a lot of stuff is just like monster trucky, which is cool. Just, not necessarily for this chassis, that's all. Oh yeah, let's see. This up here. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, it's just rubbing right, that's like right at the bottom. Yeah, I thought so. All right, so we're just going to kind of like notch that out. I guess we'll use this. If anything I can cut, I know that you can cut against these, but it doesn't mean I want to. Post-it notes. All right. Kind of cut through. Let's see. Run through it a couple more times. Oh, that's some pretty tough stuff. All right. At this point, I should be able to crash the microphone. Sorry, I gotta kind of get this close to me for this part. And hope I don't slip too much. Oof. All right. Make that turn. There you go. Hold on. Almost there. Just kind of neatening it up a little bit. So there's like a little notch. And let's see. I'll take a little more out of that one out of the back side of it. I think that'll be just about right. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I gotta kind of come off camera again here to cut this. One of these things is way easier to do with like your hand closer to you. Or I'm sorry, like your arms closer to you. Oh, that slipped. Crud. Here we go. Cut that. This did not go the way I wanted it to. Right. A little rough, but actually I can get that notch off. Ooh, damn. This notch off the top here. And I hate, like, having to trim the body, but like I looked, and that's just what people do. Unless they got, like, something bigger that they can just reroute the exhaust. Yeah, it's actually not so bad. Pretty good clearance. It's a little rough. It's not bad. Maybe I'll, like this week, I'll maybe give it like a little soft sanding to try and take some of the cut marks out of it. All right. That's good to go. We don't need to cut a hole for the antenna because that sits under. And I'll see if we need ventilation holes and stuff. Ugh. Canada, the 51st state. Amazing. Anyway. Alright, so Grease. Not the movie. What do I want to use to apply the grease? Thought I had some. There they are. Let's take this. No, don't want the cotton in the grease, so we'll save that. That can be used for other stuff. So what do we have to grease? Let's go back through and see what they want us to splooge on. Move that. Burp, burp. No, that's not. Oh, step one. Is that lube or grease? Let's see. No, we can't. Can we even get to that? All right, yeah, that's that sealed housing up front. Yeah, that's right. That's the that was that. Okay. That we got that. So we can get some little bit of grease into these. Actually, no. They're actually pretty lubed up. Okay. We got that glued. That's Loctited. I don't think he put grease on the engine gears. That's all sealed up and greased up already. Oh, but it's got a little, what's this hole on top? Looks awful lot like a lube hole to me. Wonder if we can poke some grease down in there. Tiny, tiny grease gun, but like I ain't bringing my industrial grease gun here. Good lord. Yeah, we already got that. Those greased. Actually, yeah, can we get, yeah, we'll get some grease into these axle pivots here first. What's up, Frankie? Okay. Get a wallop of grease on there. Okay. Pretty decent. Actually got in there pretty good. Yeah, pack it in there. That's sizzle backwards a little bit. Okay. Let's get some in the back. Gotta get some lube in the rear there, folks. Look out. Hmm. A little more back here in this one. Well, not more, but you know, more for us, but you know, first application for this little guy. Alright. Good one there. No lube on these, on the suspension stuff, even though there's like lubey looking holes, but that might just be for freeing shit up too. No lube there. No lube. That's already sealed and lubed. I think that's all the lube we needed. With the engine, it does not show any lube on the engine. Gears, like the transmission. Which I don't know, that always makes sense. Like if that thing's really zinging, it's just gonna fling it all off anyway. Alright. I think that's pretty good for the grease. Are we all, oh, are we all franked up? Oh, we are full frank. We are fully franked right now. Oh boy. We're doing alright there, Frank. Well, Frankie. Frank. Okay, so we got Frankie, and Franco. Alright, yeah. They are fully franked. Actually, we can get some grease on this one too. Since I can see it. There. Here. Check that there. Okay. Let's get the other side. There. There. There you go, buddy. Nice and sploogey woogey. Okay. That's good there. These are pretty much set. That's a screw. That's the idle adjustment, like level. That's, I guess, the mixture screw. And there's another screw there. I have to figure out what all the screws are. Does that say in here? We have throttle lever, idle. Okay, that's the idle mixture screw there. That's the high speed needle there. An idle speed screw. Okay, that is the idle speed screw there. Okay, so we're gonna need skinny. Yeah, that works there. That works there. Alright, so we got our tuning screwdriver. Good. So we finally have a use for that. Alright, let's get that grease out of the way before that becomes a headache. And I'll take this with us because I'm going to have to... I'll need the reminder, I'm sure. Fine-tuning the carburetor. After break-in is complete, the model is running normally. Driving feel can be improved by fine-tuning the carburetor to suit temperature and humidity condition. Adjusting idle speed. Increase idle speed. Decrease idle speed. Unscrew slightly. Throttle stop screw. Adjust driving feel. Tighten. Loosen. Okay. If acceleration feels sluggish, close slightly. Acceleration is sharp and engine temperature is hot. Open slightly. Alright, so you close it to lean it, open it to richen it. And that is on the big guy. Okay. So you're threading it in is, yeah, tighten that way. So threading it in is just cutting off the fuel passage. All right. Okay. So we'll do that. We got the grease. Am I forgetting anything besides the zip tie? We got the limit set. Brake set. That alignment. We'll figure out what we're doing with the engine. Like maybe we'll do a stream this weekend or something to just get the engine running here. Like I said, just so we can break it in. Maybe. Yeah, actually, I'm probably not going to see. I don't know. I know everybody wants to see the first start, so I guess I'll go ahead and stream it. I just may not be fully interactive because while this thing's idling for a while, I can get other things done before like the main Saturday stream. You know what I mean? And this weekend, I'm going to hopefully investigate the how the signal is out there for doing our like bonfire stream in the backyard. All right. Yeah, we did do the suspension. Got a rough alignment, a pretty good alignment. I put the hose back, but we're not putting fuel in it yet. There's the air filter, throttle linkage, that's tight. There, don't pull the handle. Yeah, I think we're done with our tuning. So, we have pictures of C2S's project. We'll show that off. Really? It wants to switch the other way? I wanted it off that way. Figure that way if it slams into the wall, the switch may turn off so that, like, if there's a problem, it's already off. But, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, there's no stressed plastic anymore. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, baby, baby. That brake might be too tight as well. Cool. All right. Let's flip everything back around here. I'll have to go through the manual on this again just to see if there's any other features that may assist us. I may go through and do a second profile that's like 50% throttle. Oh. Then maybe once I hit puberty, I can, you know, do full throttle on it. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get rid of this grease situation. Do not feel like getting that all over everything. Okay. Over there. That here. Move the mouse over here. That there. Come back over here. Wiggle the mouse. Oh, you need the glow plug igniter. Oh yeah, that's yeah, I charged that up actually yesterday. I think it's a nickel. I think it's just a nickel metal hydroxide, which I guess most of them probably are. Yeah, nickel metal hydroxide, 1800 milliamp hour, 1.2 volts. You set failsafe. I don't know. And then I've read something about failsafe somewhere. I guess I'll look back into that. Let's see, is there like the easy thing? Is there something on here that says like FS or something maybe? Yeah, there is. Okay. What does it FS say on here? Buttons, buttons. Channel 2 off. Channel 2 off. Alright, I'll just see what the different modes are. Or what everything is in the manual, and then I'll deal with the failsafe. Thank you. It's probably important. Fleer or fleur or fluke or flounder. Fish. Good fish call. Alright, let me see if I can pull this up from C2S, his RC project. And then we'll have another little toasty toast, and then we'll get on our way. Oh yeah, don't forget, in case you're leaving early, we have tomorrow. It's every other Thursday. We have MRE menu number 5, chicken chunks, and then we're gonna see if these are actually any good. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Walmart, like the camping section, you can always find these 5-year energy bars. Let's see if they're any good. And the thing is, once you open that pack, you gotta eat them. So I'm gonna open them, and I'm gonna like give them to some fellas at work and like see what people think. You know what I mean? What's up, DJ Bones? Let's see, bottom capture. Yep, that works. So this is what C2S is working with here. Big old trucky truck. The HPI Savage XSS. And it's like more of a blue than a purple, apparently. Ooh, chunkers. Now you can see the little heatsink sticking up out of the top. Or, well, head heatsink, yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at that. I'm guessing that's the fuel tank. Yeah, it should be. I'm guessing that's the fuel tank. Maybe? I can't tell. Oh, this one I can actually zoom in on. Oh, it looks like it's got a servo going to it. Oh no, there's the lid. Yeah, derp. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the fuel tank brackets. Gotcha. I was wondering what the grid was there. I'm like, that's not going to hold a lot of fuel if it's got a bunch of holes in it. I like the PVC stand. That's good. Nice. It's a nice looking build. Got lots of anodized bits and pieces. And yeah, I usually go, I like doing purple and black too. My helicopter was all purple and black. Oh, there's the other side. Yeah, he's got the silicone tube. Chunker riding. What's up, Chris? Are Amory's expensive? Those ended up being about about $11 a piece. So about the same as like eating out, except this is slightly healthier. Appreciate that, Franco. There you go. In relation to can. That looks cool. Good artwork. Was that like a sticker, I guess? Either way, that's cool. I like that. All right. That's what we got from that. Coming back over. Hide your eyes. Yeah, it looks like a wheelie bar. I believe. Yep, the fuel tank with cover. Drift. I wouldn't mind, of course, I wouldn't mind a big bang. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that 3,600 calories, that's across, was it 18 bars? Something like that. It's meant to be what they call a 3-day supply of 1,200 calories each, but like, if you're fucking starving, you can stretch that shit for a week or more. A sticker on the body. Oh, and then you painted it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, and they still can flip over backwards. Yeah, the bigger trucks, I guess they will do that with the higher center of gravity. But yeah, we'll try them bars, and then I'll give some to people at work, see how they like them. And I guess if you're still here, then look for a stream on Sunday to do the engine break-in. I don't know. What do you think? Saturday or Sunday? Just kind of put up in chat. What do you think would work better? Was like early for me, like noon-ish Saturday, or like noon-ish Sunday? Like noon Eastern time, meaning like 4 o'clock UK time. Eggs also this week are 40.2 cents an egg, down 8.1 cents from 2 weeks ago. So they are coming down. They are blueberry bars. Apparently you can get a couple different flavors. I guess we'll see what the actual difference is. Well, we'll see what they consider blueberry. I guess, you know what? Yeah, I guess we'll probably, Saturday. Yeah, it seems like there's a few for Saturday. That would probably be better, because most people try to get shit done on Saturday and then, like, chill out on Sunday. So I don't necessarily need somebody hearing for, like, a fucking hour when they're trying to relax on a Sunday. I may also just let it idle in the garage as well. It'll be louder for us unless, you know, we walk out. But, you know, we won't, it'll help block the sound for the neighbors. And then Wednesday, we'll go drive it around. Like I said, probably at work. Might be able to get John to stay, hang out. Or fucking Jeremy, either one of them may be willing to hang out and be my camera assistant. So, yeah, okay, I guess look forward to Saturday noonish. We'll do the break-in. I'm guessing it'll probably be total stream. I guess will be about an hour, assuming I can get it to work out there. There is a repeater out there, but it's kind of flaky on the connection, so I may opt for 5G ultra wide, which is basically like slightly better 3G. The 4G signal down here sucks, but they put in an ultra wide wart nearby. Oops, sorry. Nearby, so when you can catch it, you get decent. What's up, Grant? Connection, but it's fucking weird around here. Living down underneath, and it sucks. Anyway, so yeah, Saturday we'll do that. And then I'll do, you know, the regular stream. Tomorrow is MRE, and at any point I could
drop a fucking scum stream. So can't steal Amowin's Wi-Fi. Amounds? Who, what? No, I'm not, I don't steal Wi-Fi anymore. Like, I don't need to. That's a 1/10 scale. RC. There you go. Most people know about how big a Gatorade bottle is. So, there's your rough scale. It's about, what, 16, 15, 16 inches long? Giggity. About 8 inches wide, and whatever height. Appreciate that again, Fama, by the way. That was a quick pop in, time for bed. All right, Frankie. Yeah, we're about done here as well. Yeah, I want to get a fake banana, because I buy bananas, but I don't buy them enough to keep one around for scale. But like the last time I looked, like a plastic banana was like $10. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think I gotta go to like some thrift stores, find some cool shit, and maybe find a cheap ass plastic banana for scale. But anyway, I think we'll go ahead and call that for the evening. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate support for the channel and doing what you do. I'll see some of you tomorrow, some of you Saturday, some of you whenever, you know. What's up, Red X? Bye and bye. So I'll talk to some of you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.